Call of Duty, we need to talk. First off, why don't we have a Shipment 24/7 playlist? I know we have the small map Mosh Pit, which has Shipment on it. And even though I like Stash House, even though I like Das House, even though I like the map meat, I hate Rust, but I'll give it credit that it is a small map or smaller map. But in my opinion, Emergency sucks. But all of that is kind of regardless because all of those aren't Shipment. And this is why I'm not against a small map Mosh Pit playlist, because I understand not everybody wants to play Shipment, even though whenever Shipment comes on the map voting, it's always pretty much 100% voted for Shipment. So that people just want Shipment 24/7. But let's just hypothetically say we keep the small map Mosh Pit, whatever. Keep that for the people that pretend to think that they want variety, even though they just always want Shipment. But that brings me to my second point, which is I want to say when you do give us a Shipment 24/7 playlist, even though I do know it's kind of inevitable, but at the same time, I could also see that not being the case. But let's just say in a perfect world, we get a Shipment 24/7 playlist. Why the fuck is it Shipmas? I could understand if it was like November rolling into December and then like, you know, January, like balls deep Christmas winter time. But you pretty much introduced this at the tail end of winter, and now we're in May and we're still playing Shipmas, which again, regardless of that, even if you took Shipmas out, for the love of God, give us a daytime Shipment. I don't know if the nighttime Shipment is like punishment for like, oh, you want to grind all these camos super quick and efficient? Well, now here's your perpetual depression because, you know, everything's just going to be dark and gloomy and just look like shit. The original Shipment from COD 4, even though it was a little washed out, was significantly better because the sun was out. The World War II Shipment was better because the sun was out. Vanguard is absolute dog shit, but that Shipment was better because the sun was out. But the MW 2019 Shipment was arguably the perfect Shipment, aside from being able to get on that little stupid top crate. Small maps should just be one level, and that's kind of the reason, to get a little bit off topic, that's the reason why I hate Rust, because if Rust didn't have that tower that people would climb up and just camp and wait for the dad to get out of the tub, Rust wouldn't be a bad map. Well, one, I also don't like it that it's open, but regardless of that, the fact that people just go up in that middle tower and just sit there and camp like weirdos, yeah, that shit's trash. But going back to Shipment, MW 2019 Shipment, or if you just make a newer Shipment with the sun out, I don't know how many ways to say dark Shipment sucks. Again, I can see if it's like Christmas time and you bring back Shipmas, but not this Shipmas, because this is just like ice Shipment, which looks like ass. But if you brought back like Vanguard Shipmas, where there was like Christmas lights and shit, I could understand it being nighttime, because obviously you're not going to see Christmas lights and Christmas trees and shit in the daytime. But again, we're now in May, and you would think with summer coming up, we would get the sun out or something. You technically have Shipment on the one beach, on the one Warzone map. You literally just take that and give us that with the sun out, and you don't even have to make a new map. You just did it with what the hell's the map? Checkpoint from Rebirth. You just cut that little section of the map off and then gave it to us as a multiplayer map. Do the same thing with the Shipment. I don't remember which map it's on, but on one of the Warzone maps, Shipment was on the beach. Cut that little section out, put it as a multiplayer map, put it in a Shipment 24/7 playlist. I don't know. I'm pretty much just screaming into the void at this point, because I know making this video isn't going to do anything. But the fact that somebody over there thought it was a good idea to not only give us nighttime Shipment, but then going into spring and summer, give us permanent Shipmas, it doesn't make any sense. And again, like I said, I'm not saying get rid of the small map Mosh Pit, even though people pretty much only play it to get Shipment. Maybe Das House to get long shots, especially after just giving us the weapon prestige camos, which are literally just there to kind of trick camo grinders into playing even more. But then at the same time, you're gonna not give camo grinders what they actually, I don't care what anyone says, Shipment is the best map for grinding camos and challenges and just getting as many kills as possible. So therefore, why would you not give us that? If you gave us a new camo and Shipment 24/7, I can't speak for all camo grinders, but I'm pretty sure you would get a shit ton of them to go play that, because we know we can just go in there and just grind our face off and not have to worry about backing out of maps because we don't get Shipment. And not even that, while we're grinding our face off, make it look good for the content and for the thumbnails and for the simple fact that we're obviously not going outside. So give us a fake sun instead of putting us in perpetual darkness and fucking on a boat in the middle of nowhere. At this point, it's either punishment or just straight stupidity or ignorance or whatever you want to call it. But saying that out loud, probably the latter. But I don't know. This is just a little rant that I wanted to get off my chest. So now that that's done, I'm going to go find something else to bitch about, because I know damn well these comments are going to be like, oh, bro, stop crying. But that's a discussion for another time. I'm getting off topic. So yeah, get off me.